Hey, today I have a picture book to share with you that's great for exploring cause and effect. It also comes with an engaging art activity and a writing prompt with the theme of letting students know it's okay to just be yourself. Let's go. The book I'm going to share with you today is called A Bad Case of Stripes by David Shannon. And yes, it is the same David Shannon who wrote the famous No David books. So you may already be familiar with the book. It's been around for a while. It is a very popular book with my students, especially after I do this lesson with them. So the grade level that I normally do the lesson with is second grade, but it would probably work with first grade without the writing component, and it definitely could work for third grade. It depends on how elaborate you want to be with the writing part of the lesson. One lesson that you could do as a classroom teacher is a cause and effect lesson. The premise of the story is about a girl named Camilla, and she loves lima beans, but none of her classmates love lima beans. So she is afraid if they discover that she loves lima beans, that they won't want to be her friend. So she will not eat lima beans. She goes home and she wakes up one morning and she finds out that she is covered in rainbow colored stripes, and she has come down with a bad case of stripes. The reason that she has the stripes is because she's refusing to be herself and eat those lima beans. Her family throughout the story, they bring in experts to help try to cure her case of stripes, and as they try to help her, the stripes change into all these funky different patterns. So the story goes. So you could set up a little chart of cause and effect, like because Camilla would not eat the lima beans, the effect was that she came down with a bad case of stripes. That is one way you can use it as a cause and effect lesson. I like to use it as a lesson to teach students that it's okay to be yourself and to not fall under peer pressure or worry too much about what other people think about you. What I would do is I would give them a writing prompt that said, I am unique because I like. And we would have a little discussion beforehand. We would talk about some things that you may like that maybe your friends don't like, or you don't know if they like it. Maybe you're unsure because it seems different than everybody else. For example, maybe at the holidays your family cooks and eats tamales and you don't know anyone else that does. Or maybe whenever you visit your grandma, you play a game together called the Mahjong, and you've never heard of anyone else that plays Mahjong. So you're kind of afraid to tell them because you don't want them to think that you are different. So we have that conversation, and they are free to brainstorm and think of something that is unique to them, or something, a food they like, a hobby that they like, and that is how they're going to complete their writing prompt. The week before we do this lesson, I make a point to go around while the students are at the tables, usually a week or two before, and I will take a picture of every student, a headshot. And for example, this is a headshot of me. So I would take a picture of each of them and then I would print them out on my printer in black and white, just like this. Then they will get to give themselves a bad case of stripes or any pattern they want. For example, if their unique like is something to do with soccer, if they want to draw soccer balls all over their face, they can. Most of the students usually like to give themselves stripes to look like Camilla on the cover, but a lot of them get creative and do their own thing, but it's totally up to them. They could do what they want. One thing I did the first year where I made the mistake is that I gave them markers to do this activity, and I thought the colors would be so vibrant, just like the cover of the book. But what it really did is it obscured their face so much that you couldn't even tell who was who in the pictures anymore. So I learned that using colored pencils or crayons, although the colors are not as vibrant as markers, works much better for this project because you can still tell who each child is in the photographs. So at the completion of the activity, I would take their writing prompt, I would attach it to the bottom, and then we would hang all of the photographs down and line the hallways. It was a very engaging activity because, as you know, kids love activities that are personalized to them, and most of them love pictures of themselves. The hallway outside my library was a very busy hallway, so anything I put out there always got a lot of attention, and kids love seeing themselves hanging in the hallway. So that was my activity. Now, another resource for activities, and also one of my favorite resources because it saves your voice, is called StorylineOnline.net, and it is a website created by the Screen Actors Guild. The actors in the Screen Actors Guild are the narrators and storytellers of multiple picture books. So it's a great resource for that reason because they do a fabulous job reading the stories, but they also attach a teacher's guide to every book that they read on their website. And it gives multiple activity ideas, and they always have the Common Core learning standards printed on there as well. There's one for every book, and it comes in a PDF that you can download as well. Really useful resource. I will put a link to Storyline down in the description below. Also, if you don't already have a copy of the book, maybe you are putting it on your list, on your ongoing book list as you're building your collection, you could use Storyline online as a resource. You could borrow it from your library, but if you would like to purchase your own personal copy, you can also go to the link down in my description for bookshop.org. And I am an affiliate for Bookshop. They are an organization that supports independent bookstores, and you will find a link to A Bad Case of Stripes down there as well. Okay, so that about wraps it up for today. And of course, I always want you to support your independent bookstores, your local libraries, and your right to read. If you liked this lesson idea and you are looking for more of the same, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.